Hey everybody, Brimstone here, and the news of the new Black Panther is just starting to hit webs and mainstream media and Reddit and all the other social media platforms. And the backlash is rather large. We don't know what's going to happen going forward. The only things we do know is that this arc takes place somewhere in the future of the 616, so that makes it an official canon. It will also be something that they might retcon, they might not, we don't know. But we also do know that the backlash is horrible and a lot of people are melting down over this. And it is absolutely hilarious to see. But we don't know what's going to happen. This is just the first issue. We got to run ahead of us, let the story fold out the way it does. But before that, Cosmic Book News has put out an article with some theories I wanted to go over. A couple of them are pretty standard: a Trump allegory, a basically allegory about what's happening in South Africa. But the third one happens to be my favorite. So we're going to get into this. White Black Panther explained he's the villain. Yeah, that's going to be the whole arc. But we're going to go into this afterwards in the overall problem, not the problem with this, but the long-term ramifications of this type of character being done. And it's pretty good. We'll do that closer to the end of the video. So we got Marvel's White Black Panther explained as the villain. We got the whole big bombshell dropped yesterday. There's Keemta, the blonde-haired, blue-eyed character, the new Black Panther, King of Wakanda, Defender, all that stuff. What's going on with Marvel's new Black Panther? The character is introduced and fully revealed on the last page of the first issue, looking villainous as he stepped into the role of the royal entitlement. He claims to be T'Challa's son, but he's white-skinned with blonde hair and blue eyes, and completely contradicts everything Wakanda. Marvel isn't offering answers yet, but the image and timing suggest this isn't random. I don't think it's random either. There it is. Joe Quesada, Christopher Priest, who is a black creator, which is fantastic. You need to see a lot of see Latin going around. But yeah, right there. Issue 1, $5.99, still a little overpriced. Battle Beast was $4. Good book. Trump allegory. There's a standard Trump allegory theory, the reflections of a post-apartheid South Africa theory. I'll put the article below. Bozeman has warnings about this stuff, like they were expecting Hillary, and then they didn't get Hillary, and it was already written into the movie. So it's a little crazy. That's a little cool. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Thank you for giving us a great Black Panther. Um, we got White Black. Here's what theory: White Black Panther coming to the MCU. I mean, it's possible. I highly doubt it. The MCU exec Tom Brevoort, this guy's a freaking idiot who openly said, "We don't care what the fans want. If you don't like it, don't read it." He sees comics as creative fodder for eventual film adaptations and development. And I'm like, seriously? Comics are their own medium, and it's spread into movies, not the other way around. We can guess the idea of using White Black Panther might have come down from Kevin Feige himself. It's or Disney. It's possible. Fans are already speculating that might be the truth of rumors of Ryan Gosling as the heads to the MCU. While the actor has been rumored to play Ghost Rider or Nova, that would be cool. This could very well be possible that Ryan Gosling plays Marvel's new Black Panther. Okay. Ryan Gosling. Rumors suggest Black Panther 3 will also feature T'Challa's son, which did get set up in Endgame in the last Black Panther movie. How it could all work is that Black Panther 3 follows the release of Endgame. Yeah, recast in Doomsday. Theory 3. Okay, now this is 100% true. Despite the gimmick, is to sell comics. Controversy sells no matter what you look at, unless it's a movie, and then people just aren't going to go see it. But something like this is going to sell books. I can tell you right now, I wasn't interested in this book, not because I don't like the character, but because it's just never been my type of comic to read. I'm a Spider-Man guy with some DC splashed in there. But this one, I immediately called my comic book store and ordered we'll be getting the full run. This will be in my long box by the time this is done. Of course, there's another theory. Marvel is pulling a stunt for sales spikes. The comic readership is down. 50% of comic shops have closed. Yeah, they have. Comic shops are going the way of the dodo. And here's the issue. When one closes, it's not like a Walmart. Another doesn't open. They're gone. and eventually all comic shops will be gone. It's just the way of nature of the beast. Um, Comics are dying, and there's really no way to save them anymore. We're just on the ride down, and we document the destruction of them. Comic watch below, and mainstream attention having turned to dust, identity swaps, the controversial reboot, and their go-to marketing move. However, they only work for a short-term boost, as we have seen in the past. Actually, turn off the and turn away readers. So, how about it's all of the above? 50% of comic shops is closed. I don't want to click open Instagram. My program doesn't let me. Um, the takeaway: Marvel's White Black Panther is all about shock, and it is. Whether he's meant to be a Trump allegory, a colonial symbol, or just marketing stunt, Marvel's new Black Panther is clearly a commentary piece on modern day politics, based on the first issue of the comics and the big reveal. It's very likely that White Black Panther is the villain. Yeah, that's anybody who has any semblance of minor storytelling ability will understand that this guy is the bad guy. He is the villain of this arc. Is the villain, and his story will reflect deeper and the world's politics and Marvel has tackled before. Therefore, the questions: how did it work out? So I'll link sure to link this article if you want to read the other two about the other two allegories. But I honestly think that this one was the big one, the shock value to help bolster some comic sales. But here's the big deal with this: because of how they have it set up, because of all this, we can now forever say anytime somebody race swaps a character or anything like that, gender swaps, race swaps, whatever, we can go, well, we want our White Black Panther. That's in the comics. Because that's the excuse for every normie who reads a wiki. Well, it's in a comic book, so it's okay. Hence the Fantastic Flop and the Silver Surfer. But the issue is that that's going to go forever. And now all of a sudden we were the sexist and racist, and now we can swing that right back on them. We can go, well, you're just a racist against white people. You're racist. You're racist. You're racist. You're sexist, and all this shit. And we can just keep going at it like they have hammered on us for years. But here's the difference: we read the comics, we know the lore. They read a wiki. So let me know what you think of the comments below. Hit the like, hit the sub button, and share this out there. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think it's a Trump allegory? Do you think it's a South African allegory? Or do you actually think it's just a shock and awe value to sell some comic books? But for now, I will catch you in the next one. I hope you all have a great week. Happy reading.